dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boys just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands.
Okay, Coach. Well, after the season ends, the Chargers most likely moving about 12 miles north of here. But for now, we've got football at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, what's that? 218! Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hatchet. Check. Crunch.
Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Where's the set? 19! 52's the mic. All day, baby, all day. He's coming. We got double up. Watch twins. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Set 180. Block 15.
Check tight. Check tight.
Kill.
Shit.
Alpha.
Now Rivers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 41.
From the gun, Rivers. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
1st down, Houston.
Good set. 218. I'm here all day.
Watch the edge.
Slam.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
No.
On 1st down, Watson able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And that is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson staying on his feet. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Stay there. Stay there. Block 11. Come get some. Come on. Wait. He don't want it. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Mike 41.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know you built that one.
41-yard line.
Set. 380. Right here. 41 Mike. Hey, easy. Easy. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. 12. Defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Out, go.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here we go.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
What's that? 18. Mike, 58, right there. Get ready. Showing it.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Orange 5-4. Check. Lucky.
A first down throw here for Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hey, Rocket. Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on. You better bring it. Why? Get wide. Hey. Hey, here we go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Matt, we're okay. Round 80. Just stop here, D.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? The guy throwing the ball already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Kill. Sponge. No.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Come on, fellas.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
You got tape.
Hey, Rocket.
Right there.
Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Get ready.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Shit.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rivers finding his top receiver. That's Allen. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
SOS.
Wait, hey, behind!
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Left. Fresno.
And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Completion left side to Miller. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Watson on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Mike, 58, right there. Check.
On first down, it's Watson. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. On for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. But right now is a 13-point our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
To throw is Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Mike. Rapid. Check three. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check safety. Q. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw on third down. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Jim. Watch that.
Red Delta.
55's Mike. Got it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. But now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Red.
Kill.
Ground.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 180. Black 11.
Man, I got you.
Now Gordon. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Check 41. Get that quarterback.
Load it. Cluster. Hut.
Alert 3. Check 52.
Hey, Rocket.
Rivers now from the 50. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing on 2nd down, Watson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's going to be a long day. Check 50. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check
alert.
4.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front. Block sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Watch QB drop. Hey, Zoo. QB drop.
Rivers on first down. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Rivers throws there, complete to Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Hey, Delta!
55. Right there in the middle.
To the air again here, Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch. Check 26. Check.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Again, it's Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Set. 19. 24.
Bang, 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 bang. Hatchet. Check. Crunch. Out. And go.
After the penalty, it's Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it. Second and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming.
24.
We got double up. Watch twist.
They'll run it again with Miller. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Set. 19.
Mike, all you get is a headache. Kill.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Let's go.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Texans.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
49. Check 49. Watch the edge.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Here's Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check.
Throwing again is Watson. Escapes the sack. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. No, off.
To the air yet again, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Rivers. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 40-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
180. Set 180. I got one.
Throwing Rivers. Benjamin's got it. Got some real estate inside the 30. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Texans on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans get a bit closer. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA